So if you're thinking about starting a business in 2025, I'm going to give you 5 tips that will help scale it over the course of the next 365 days. I implemented these 5 tips that I'm about to show you over the past year, and my company, Nock Performance, is up 788%. Yes, 788% just by doing these 5 things that I'm about to share with you. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, and this is going to be the most difficult thing to implement throughout everything that I'm about to tell you. Will you just start the damn thing? Whatever it is. It can be a food truck business, it can be a podcast, it can be a coaching company. You can make your own knitting company, your own sourdough company, whatever it is, start the damn thing. The worst decision is indecision. You can hope, you can wish, you can dream, you can do all of that. If you don't start this thing, you're not even going to have the opportunity to succeed, let alone failure, which is the thing that's probably holding you back from starting it to begin with. You can't fail if you don't even start it, and let me tell you, failing is a huge process of starting a business. If you think you're going to get rich within your first 1 to 3 years of business, you ain't. You're gonna mess up a ton, but that's how you learn and that's how you build something, a brand, a company, a food truck business, whatever it is. You have to start it, because none of this stuff that I'm about to tell you right now is going to even matter if you don't start your business. Tyler, how do I start my business? Come up with a name. It's that simple. John's Home Improvements. Perfect. I love it. Create an LLC. Start a business bank account. Start the darn thing. It doesn't have to be pretty from the start. Is that important? Yes, down the road, and we will get to that here shortly. But you have to start it. Come up with your idea and implement it. You're not supposed to know what it looks like. Don't look at 5 years down the road. Look at today, which is the day that you're going to start your business. On to tip number 2. Tip number 2, find your clientele. You can have the best product in the world, the best business plan, yada, yada, yada. If you don't know who's going to buy your product or who's going to invest in your services, you are pissing in the wind. Once you figure out who your clientele is, you need to learn every single thing about them. What are their needs? What are they going to need from you? And can you provide that to them? What are their pain points? What makes these people tick? Get to know them genuinely. Give a shit about them. That's why I do good, because I actually care about every single one of my guys. The fact that people invest their hard-earned money into a service, i.e. Nock Performance, I take that extremely seriously. You need to believe in your product, in your company, in your business, in your goals more than anybody. And you need to express that to your clientele. How seriously do you take this? I'm personally not buying shit from you if you don't even believe in what it is that you're selling. Have some confidence about you, first and foremost. That's huge. But get to know your clientele. Inquire about them. What do they do for work? Are they married? Do they have kids? How can your product help benefit not only them, but the people around them? The broader your clientele is, the more difficult it is, I believe, to sell said product. I like focusing on outdoorsmen. That's my company. That's why you guys are here. I know everything about the outdoorsman. Why? Because I'm a consumer myself. I would buy this product. If I was approached by me, I would buy coaching from Nock Performance. I am the clientele. Are you the clientele? Or are you just the boss that's selling some random product that you don't even personally believe in? Can this actually help people? Once you find your clientele, you need to hone in on that and learn every single thing about them. On to tip number 3. Tip number 3, authenticity and branding. We'll start with branding. I know at the beginning I said, just start. It doesn't matter what it looks like, right? To a point, you've started. You've found your clientele. Now you need to look the part. Branding is everything. You don't want to promote your brand if it looks Mickey Mouse. First impressions are everything. You look at my branding, it's very professional. You notice the symbol, you notice the clothes, you notice everything right away. It looks like it's professionally done. That's because it was. I get a lot of compliments on that, and right then it's automatic credibility. So yes, invest a little bit of money into somebody who does design for a living and come up with a brand. Let these creators do what it is that they do, which is create. Your brand is going to say everything about you. Somebody's going to look at it and either be like, yay, or on the caveat, nay. Get in the door. That helps so much. First impressions are everything. Every single thing. If you look Mickey Mouse, it doesn't matter who your clientele is. Nobody wants to do business with somebody who doesn't look the part. Of course, you have to be the part. You can do this, everything can look great, but your product or you could be trash, but you have to look the part. And then being authentic. This is a twofer for tip number 3. You need to be authentic. You need to be able to relate to people. Do not sell your soul on the internet. I could have 40,000 followers by now if I took my shirt off in every post. But I don't. That's not me. That's corny. That's not authentic. I need you to be yourself if you want success, because authenticity is so hard to come by these days that when people see it, they recognize it right away and they want to talk to you. Wow, I can relate to that guy. I can relate to Tyler. I can relate to John. He's just like me. Be authentic, but be yourself. Don't portray to be anything other than you. That's been my thing for the past 4 years. I'm just Tyler. What you see with me is exactly what you get. I am not everybody's cup of tea. You might be watching this right now and being like, fuck that guy. That is totally fine with me. But at least I'm true to myself. At least I'm authentic. And that has been a huge reason as to why people choose to do business with me and listen to the podcast and invest in coaching and want to send me DMs and thank me, this, that, and the third. I'm authentic. How do you be authentic? Be yourself. It's really that simple. I am not comfortable right now on this camera, but I'm still being myself. This is who I am. Be yourself. Be relatable. Talk to folks. Get to know folks. So tip number 3 is branding. It needs to be on point. You have to look good. You have to present yourself well. Your brand has to look legit, and the product also has to match that. And then the second one is being authentic. Just be yourself, man. That's really all I got. It's that simple. It's not brain surgery. If you're an asshole, I guess be an asshole. If you're a little bit shy, it's okay to be a little bit shy. If you're an introvert, be introverted. If you're an extrovert, express yourself. Just be yourself. And that, in the long run, will sell. Moving on to number 4. Tip number 4. You can have the best product, the best business idea, whatever it is, in the absolute world. But it's the story that sells the product. Who are you? Why should people do business with you? Why do people need to want what you have? Tell your story. If you've been following my journey since I started Nock Performance and social media or whatever, you know a lot about me. You know so much about me that it's almost uncomfortable when I talk to complete strangers that reference something in a podcast that I said. I don't even remember saying it, but this is my story. This is my life. It's out there for the world to hear. Good, bad, or otherwise, take it or leave it, does not matter. It's my story. Be comfortable telling your story, because if you have a story that is relatable, people will want to invest into your product. Be open. If you're an introvert, like we touched on in the last one, good luck selling anything. Become extroverted. Talk to people. What is your story? How did you get to where you are? How do you think? What is your routine? Why should I want to work with you? What is your story? Don't be afraid to tell it. Everybody has something to offer. Every single person. What do you have to offer? Why is your product the best? How did you come up with the idea to start your product? The product can be whatever. But if the story's good, I want to invest not only into that product, but the person behind that product and their story. On to 5. Tip number 5, create content. I'm going to say it again. Create content. Leverage social media. Content is king. You need to post a lot of content. But here's the trick. Anybody can post a meaningless reel. Anybody can post a meaningless picture. Provide value within your content. Maybe say something inspirational. Maybe tell a story. Maybe share a workout routine. Maybe say a quote that inspired you or tell an old story. It doesn't matter. It just needs to provide value. If your content is just a picture of you driving in a vehicle with no message behind it, it doesn't make any sense. Have you ever looked at Red Bull's Instagram page? It has nothing to do with Red Bull. You need to be able to market your product via social media by telling a story and providing value. And this can be difficult, especially for me. I don't like to post just to post. I have to have a message. If it doesn't provide value, I'm not going to post. So you need to get creative. What inspires you? Why do you get up out of bed in the morning? Why is your product the best, and why should they work with you opposed to them? Create content and be consistent. It doesn't have to be the prettiest looking content out there. It just needs to provide value. If it provides value to somebody's life, they are going to continue to watch, they are going to continue to listen, and they will be more apt to inquire about whatever your product is. So just create content, have fun. It shouldn't be a job. Express yourself via your social media. That's so weird for me to say because I personally don't like social media, but I like providing value. If a post that I don't enjoy making or creating or typing out provides value to somebody, dude, I won. That's all my company is providing value. Getting people from A to B to C to D to E, all the way to Z. And then when they're to Z, they go. I don't need repeat customers. That's it. Provide value. Work on social media. If you don't know how to leverage social media to grow your business, it's 2025, man. You're going to get ran over. And again, I don't have a big following, and that doesn't mean shit, but I know how to sell. That's the third part. You're getting a 3-fer for part number 5. Learn how to sell. Sell your product. You have to believe in it. Why is it the best? Why should somebody work with you? Only you know the answer to that. Of course, have I implemented more than these 5 things over the course of the past 365 days? Yes, absolutely. Such as mentorship. Find somebody that you can bounce business ideas off of. Study. I personally want to get better at YouTube. What do? I watch Mr. Beast videos and listen to him on other podcasts on how to grow your YouTube channel. Get a little bit better every day, or with every video, I should say. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm studying. Be a student of the game. But what I will tell you, if you implement those 5 tips, I can't promise you that you're going to increase your business by 780+%. Okay, I can't. But if you care and if your business is important to you, you will execute all 5 of those tips that I just shared every single freaking day. You will become obsessed. You need to become obsessed. I am obsessed with what I do. I am in this building every freaking day, working on my craft, growing, scaling, talking to people, learning, being a student. I do not have it all figured out. What I've done in the past year does not mean fuck all. It means absolutely nothing. Can I do it again next year? Can I do it again 2 years from now? 3 years, 5, 10? That's what matters. I'm just trying to get a little bit better every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment in the description. In the comment section. I love answering questions. I love interacting with you guys. And please subscribe to the channel. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers. It shouldn't be too difficult, but we're not even at 500 yet. So let's grow this page. I'm going to keep pumping these videos out the best that I can. Any future video ideas, please list them in the comments. I'll do my best. I'm having fun with YouTube. This is great. And again, these are just things that have worked for me. And hopefully you can take a few of them, apply them to your own business ventures, and become successful yourself. I'll check you guys on the next one. If it provides value to somebody's life, they are going to continue to listen. Slow down.